Hello designer, welcome to clo3d. If this is your first time here, you'll see this workspace. I'm using clo3d 2024.1, but for the most part, clo3d workspaces stay pretty much the same. In this video, we will create a simple dress using a basic top block pattern from the Clo library, easy step by step. First up, we want to load the avatar to the workspace. Simply go to the library tab and open this avatar folder, double click on it and come down here to this kit V1. We want to double click on it to open. You can select any avatar you want. For me, I'm going to select the second one right here. Simply drag and drop her onto the workspace. And next, we are going to come up here to the modular library, double click on it. And we want to double click on this kit folder here. And we want to also select this basic tee, double click on it. And right now we have the set in raglan top. Simply double click to open. And now we're going to select the front body. Simply double click. And then we want to select these back bodies right here. Simply double click to load it to the workspace. And sleeve, we want to select the first one here, as well as the neckband. Simply click on this one here to load it to the workspace. Next, we're going to close that modular library for now. Simply click on this arrow here. And next, we're going to move this top here forward a little bit. Simply marquee selects all the pattern pieces and click on the gizmo and then bring it over to the front here. And right now we need to adjust the sleeve a little. Simply click one on the page to deselect, and I'm going to select just the sleeve here and then bring them forward. And we are going to rotate them just a little here. And we want to bring it out. And now I'm going to click on this circle here and then rotate it just like that. After that, we are going to click on the simulation button right here to simulate. And that is. And I'm going to press on number 2 here to see the front view of the avatar. And let's start the simulation for now. Next, we are going to modify the top right here into a dress. So if I click one right here onto the 3D garment, I can also see the dot right here onto the 2D garment. So what I'm going to do next here, I will place a point right here next to it. Simply come over here to this add point / split line, and I'm going to click one right there to place a point. And right now I'm going to switch tool back to edit pattern tool and click one right here to see the measurement. So in this case, I have 12.87. I'm going to simply come over here, click one right there, right click, and then select split and type in 12.87. So if we look at over here, we want to have this line right here, the yellow line here, 12.87. I'm going to click on OK to confirm. Now let's double check, make sure that's correct. So 12.87 and here 12.87. Perfect. Next, we want to cut this bottom part. To cut the bottom part, we want to use this internal polygon / line tool here. And then I'm going to click one right there and then hover the mouse to the right. I'm going to press on Shift here and then double click to end that line. I will do the same right here. Click one and then press on Shift, double click to end the line. Next, we want to cut this part. To cut it, I will use this edit pattern tool. Click one right here, and then I'm going to right click and then select cut and sew. We'll do the same over here. Simply click one right there on the line and then right click. I'm going to select cut and sew. Next, we want to expand this bottom part to turn into a garter. So to do so, I will simply bring this pattern down a little bit by using the transform pattern tool. Marquee selects both of these pattern pieces and let's bring it down and bring this out a little because we're gonna need the space between the two here. So first, I will use this edit pattern tool. Simply click on this part right here, drag it out. Be sure to press on Shift, right click, and I'm going to type in here 15 centimeter and then click on OK. I will do the same here on this opposite side. Simply click one right there, drag it out, press on Shift, right click, and then type in 15, then click on OK. Next, we'll do the same over here. I'm going to click one right here, drag it out, press on Shift, right click, type in 15, and then click on OK. We'll do the same over here. So click one, press on Shift, drag it out, right click, and then type in 15. Now I'm going to click on OK. So next, we want to extend this pattern as well. So first of all, let's remove this point. We do not need this point right here. Simply select the point and then right click. You can select delete right there. So next we are going to extend this pattern here by 30 centimeter. To do so, I'm going to click one right there, press on Shift, and then right click. I'm going to select Offset Pattern Outline. And I'm going to move this window out of the way a little bit. So by default, we have direction here, extend, that is perfect. Distance, we want to change that to 30. And then press on the Tab key. We want to select this default corner, perfect. And we want to change this to extend. And after that, I will click on OK. Next, let's remove this point. We do not need this point here. All right. So after that, I'm going to come over here and then do a couple more things here. So we want to retract this part here 4 centimeter. Simply click on it to select, right click, and I'm going to select split. And by default, I have 3.2. I'm going to change that to 4. So as you can see right here, we have the yellow line and blue line. We want to change our measurement here from the side in. So 4 centimeter, perfect. I'm going to click on OK. Next, do the same right here, right click, and then select split. And I'm going to type in 4 centimeter, click on OK. All right, we'll do the same here. Click one, right click, and then select split. And then I'm going to type in 4 centimeter. So the lines itself, the short one gonna be yellow and then the long one gonna be blue. So I'm going to click one right there, right click, and if I select splits once again, so we want to change the line here from this short one. Right now 4 centimeter, type it in, and then I'm going to click on OK to confirm. After that, let's remove this point here. We do not need that. Simply press on the delete or backspace on the keyboard to delete. Right here, click on the point, press on the delete or backspace on the keyboard to delete. Or you can also right click and then select delete point, just like that. Next, we are going to check the sewing before we're going to simulate. So I will use this edit sewing tool here and then simply click, and we want to update this sewing. After that, I'm going to strengthen this pattern. Simply use the transform pattern tool. My key selects all these pattern pieces. Right click, select strengthen, and let simulate. I'm going to stop the simulation for now and let it help this pattern out a little. I'm going to click this pattern here, bring it down just a little, as well as this pattern here. We do not want this pattern to hook onto each other because then it creates this collision. Now we're going to simulate once again and see the pattern fits. I'm going to stop the simulation and unstrengthen the pattern and simulate once again to see how the pattern affects onto the avatar. So right now, the dress looking pretty amazing. I'm going to stop the simulation here. However, though, we want to apply lace fabric for the shell and silk fabric for the lining. To do that, we are going to create lining. And that basically it for today. We learned the basics of clothes. Now you can start making clothes. See you in the next video. Bye!